And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Guys, we've got a new goal. We're trying to get to 30,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So if you haven't already hit that big red button yet, then please consider doing so. And in return, we'll keep you on the straight and narrow with everything with regards to Rangers Football Club this season. Guys, the Europa League finally kicks off this week. Champions League tonight. Unfortunately, we didn't make the cut for that. However, we're going into a competition that we love. The last time we were in the competition, we were in the final. So it's a competition that we can do well in. And we, of course, kicked that off against Real Betis this week or on Thursday. Now, as I was about to press record there, and if you follow our Facebook page, you may already know that I've just put a post up as well stating that Rangers have got 4 home matches in the next 9 days. We've got, of course, Real Betis on Thursday. Then we've got Motherwell at the weekend. Then next week we've got Livingston, and then of course we've got Aberdeen the following weekend. So 9 days, 4 matches at Ibrox in 3 different competitions: Europa League, League Cup, and Scottish Premiership. It is imperative that we do make sure that we win all 4 of these games. I really think it is so important. I know people would say about the Europa League, say, Dan, you're being a bit ambitious with the Europa League, but we're Rangers Football Club. We've beaten bigger and better opposition at Ibrox on European nights. So I'm expecting 4 wins. Yes, I'm expecting 4 wins, and certainly against Motherwell, Livingston, and Aberdeen. For what we want to achieve this season, we need to be winning all these games, and hopefully, as I said, the players can really get going now as they've got a decent little run of 4 home matches to try and dust those sort of cobwebs off and try and sort of gel as a team. I know I keep saying it, and we'll probably get to February and I'll still be saying it about us gelling together, but it is what it is. 4 home games in 9 days. A fun fact for you there. But the first of those 4 games, of course, is against Real Betis, and basically they've been given a unexpected twist, if you like. I did provide you with a injury update with regards to Real Betis, and it did seem a bit chaotic in terms of what happened to the team. They had it looked as though they were going in with a 3rd goalkeeper. However, they have been handed a huge boost, of course, which we'll be discussing in today's video. And whilst it is quiet in the Rangers space, I thought, you know what, I will go through our Europa League oppositions, not just Real Betis, but go through the other sides as well, give you a bit of information with regards to them and how they've started their season. Don't worry, guys, I've got you covered for your Rangers fix, even when it is a bit of a slow day. You know, I can kind of get stuff together and try and make things happen and try and give you that Rangers fix that we all desire. So as I said, guys, Rangers taking on Real Betis on Thursday. They currently just come off the back of a 5-0 defeat to Barcelona. Now, I wouldn't really look too much into Barcelona as such. However, Real Betis are currently sitting 10th in the table after 5 match days. Losing to Barca, they did beat Rayo Vallecano, lost to Athletic Club, drew to Atletico Madrid, and then beat Villarreal. But one thing that's quite telling from their opening games in the La Liga is their away form is pretty poor. Now, if we want to win the Europa League group, we need to be making sure that we win our home game against them. Now, bringing you the news with regards to their sort of injury update. As I said in a recent video, I did state that they would be going into the game without Bravo, they would be going out into the game without their #1 recognised goalkeeper, and it did seem as though they were going to be going into it with Fran Vietes, who was their basically 3rd choice goalkeeper and plays for Real Betis B. However, it does seem as though Chilean goalkeeper Bravo, who has missed the entire season so far with a calf injury, has been given the all clear to play for Rangers with the 40-year-old set to start. As I said, he's a veteran goalkeeper, maybe not as good as he once was, but we had an Alan McGregor who was 40 years old and he was absolutely fantastic. So certainly it does give them a boost with regards to that. But they've also been further boosted. Yes, another 3 players are returning to play against Rangers, and that of course is the captain, Mexican international Andrés Guardado, so sorry for pronunciation, not that one, who has been missing with an ankle injury. He's been given the all clear to start as well. Holding midfielder William Carvalho, who's won 80 caps for Portugal, has also returned to training after a thigh injury, and he is joined by 27-year-old right back Heitor Rabelle, who has been declared fit after an appendix operation. Now, this is a huge boost for them. 4 key players coming back into the side there. I've just talked about their form recently. It hasn't been the best. However, those 4 players being added into the team, well, it is a big boost for the Seville side. You know, it is what it is, but look, we've got to bring up our game. Hopefully, they're going to be a bit slow out of the blocks because they have just returned, and some of them may not start, but having them in and around, having them maybe make an impact from the bench is a huge boost. But one thing for certain is it does look like Bravo will start, and they won't have their third choice goalkeeper going into this one. In other stuff, I guess I said that's with regards to Real Betis. That game is on Thursday, and we've kind of gone through the opposition, but I've never really spoke about some of the other teams within our group. Now, the other one's a familiar foe, guys. We've obviously played Sparta Prague multiple times over the last couple. No, that was Slavia Prague. We played them in the Europa. The year we got to the final, we played them in the Europa League, and it was a pivotal moment under Giovanni Van Bronckhorst. I remember the tie very, very vividly. We finished second in the group. Sparta Prague, of course, finished third, I think, and they dropped out. But we did beat them fairly convincingly, and they've started the season very, very well in the Czech League. They're currently top of the table, ahead of Slavia Prague. They've played 8 games already in their domestic campaign. Slavia, of course, have played 8 as well, both on 22 points as things stand. And I'll just get their matches up of recently. As I said, they beat Slovácko on Sunday at the weekend, and of course beat Slovan Liberec as well. And then in the Europa League, they were the side that beat Dinamo Zagreb and all the rest of it. So they are a very, very good side, and they've started their campaign ever so well within the Czech League. Also, 8 games in as well, so they've gone through the qualifiers, Champions League, they've gone through the Europa League qualifiers, so yeah, they have played a lot of games, and they are raring and ready to go, and are a side that are dubbed probably the 3rd best. They're a side that we should be beating, but yeah, I mean, they can pull up upsets. We've seen them before do that to a certain side across the city, haven't we? Now, the other team, of course, is Aris. Now, the other team is not really spoken about as much. Aris, of course, a Cypriot side. Currently top of the table at the moment in the Cypriot League, or Cypriot Premier League. Their 4 games they've played, and they've got 10 points on the board. And their last game at the weekend there on Sunday was against Paphos FC. They drew 1-1. But prior to that, they beat, again, sorry for any pronunciations on these names, Zakioko 5-0, and then, of course, beat Slovan Bratislava 6-2 in the Europa League. So they are in decent form themselves, and these are the side that are being dubbed to finish rock bottom of the Europa League group. But don't underestimate them. They're, of course, kicking off against Sparta Prague. So it'll be interesting to see how they get on. But Rangers fans, a bit of fun today. As I said, a bit of a slow news days. But, of course, Real Betis have been handed a huge boost. Of course, we've just went through. Whilst also a bit of information with regards to our teams. And probably in videos going forward, I'll keep you up to date with our Europa League opponents, how they get on in their fixtures in the domestic leagues, and all of the rest of it. But if you enjoyed today's video, guys, please do consider hitting the old like button and subscribing to the channel for daily Rangers content. Thank you, guys, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Peace.